Allow me to show you step by step how to earn 13 to 18% interest on your Dogecoin risk free. So I talked about this briefly the other day, and I received so many messages on how the nitty-gritty details work on how to lend out your Dogecoin and earn interest from it, because the site that I use, frankly, is not very user-friendly. That's probably why you get such good rates on this. So I want to do a video explaining why you should consider this if you're a long-term holder of Dogecoin, and how exactly to do it step by step. You'll be able just to follow along with this video, have one screen up with this video, one screen with your exchange, your crypto exchange, and then you can just follow this step by step, process by process. Also, make sure you join the channel Patreon. We are doing a limited run and spots are going to run out quick, and you would have received this video early for Patreon and YouTube members. So make sure you hop on that before it is too late, because we're doing a limited initial run. You get buy alerts, you get Patreon only content, all sorts of stuff going on there. We just started it. I'm really excited about it. So let's talk about why you should consider lending out your Dogecoin if you are long Doge. If you're short and you're just doing, trading the short-term volatility, or you're just trying to do real short-term swing trades, maybe you want to just keep it in an account that's extremely liquid so you can trade at any given time, because lending out your coins typically is either a 7-day, 14-day, or 28-day window where you really can't touch it, and you're not going to be able to trade on the short-term swings. But if you're long, if you're like, hey, I'm holding this for 3 years anyways, or 5 years, or whatever your time frame may be, you basically want to lend it out, because why not? It's a way to earn extra income, compound that income, and it's also kind of a hedge against the price decreasing. Like I said, you can earn between 13 and 18%, and that is huge on this site when you compare it to any other sites. We can take a look here. There are really 2 other sites that I found so far that allow you to lend out Dogecoin. This one first is CoinLend, and you can see down here its interest rate is 0.09% a year, which is basically nothing. And then on Gemini, you can lend it out for 2.25%, which again is kind of nothing. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not much, $22 on a $1,000 investment. And then we have the crypto exchange that I like to use, KuCoin. I use this for pretty much all of my trading at this point because I like all the features that it offers: staking, lending, buying pretty much any coin you could ask for. But their lowest offered rate on lending right now is 13.5%. In the last 2 days, I've seen this anywhere between 13% all the way up to 18%. But right now, 13.5%. Compare that to the almost nothing and 2.25% I saw on the other sites. I mean, it's really a no-brainer to use this exchange for the lending if you are long on Doge, or really any coin for that matter. So what I would recommend is to make an account, use that link down in the description if you want to lend out your coins. Of course, this is not financial advice, is just if you happen to want to do these things, and then just follow along the rest of the video step by step as I go through this process. So if we take this rate of 0.037% interest each day and go over to the compound interest calculator, let me just put a 7 here instead of an 8. Compounding at 1 year, compound interval weekly, we're just going to say $1,000 deposit. Calculate that, and that comes out to an effective APY of almost 14.5%. So if you put in $1,000, that'd be $144 earned just on interest, not counting if the price of Dogecoin actually increases as well, which means you would just earn even more money because you're still earning interest off that higher price now. So like I said, it's kind of a no-brainer here. We'll explain more intricacies as we go throughout this video. So there's kind of 2 situations here. Either you already own Dogecoin and you want to lend it here, or you want to buy Dogecoin and lend it here. So if you already own Dogecoin somewhere else, you're going to have to transfer it into this exchange, KuCoin. If you don't own it yet, you can buy it on KuCoin, but you have to transfer in a different coin and then trade it for that coin. So you're gonna have to buy something like Bitcoin or USDT and then transfer it into KuCoin. You unfortunately can't transfer money directly from your bank account to this site. You can transfer in with a credit card, but I don't recommend that because the credit card fees are really expensive. So in order to transfer in, you just go to your Assets tab, and then you're gonna click Deposit. You're going to type in the type of coin that you want to transfer in. This is really important that you select the actual type that you're transferring. So if you're buying somewhere on coin like Coinbase, you may be buying Bitcoin or you may be holding Bitcoin already and transferring that in. Make sure you have Bitcoin selected in that case. If you already own Doge and you're transferring that in, make sure you have Doge selected. Now, if you own Doge on a site like Robinhood, you're not going to be able to transfer it in because you don't actually own the coin. You don't own the key to that coin. So you're not going to be able to lend that. You may have to purchase an additional amount of this coin to lend it and actually own the keys. So you have to transfer that in. So if you already own Doge and you're transferring it in, just leave it on trading account here. This is the address that you're going to input on whatever exchange you're buying it from. And then you copy this, put it on the exchange, transfer it over here. It takes a few minutes. Don't worry if you don't see it instantly, but then you'll have it in your trading account. Now, if you already own Bitcoin, you're going to do the same thing, like I said, and just choose Bitcoin, copy that address, whatever address you see down here, I have mine blacked out, into your exchange that you're currently holding it, paste it there, transfer it into KuCoin. Now, once you have it transferred into KuCoin, if you are holding Doge already, you just simply transfer it to your main account and then start lending. I'll explain that in a second. But let's say you transferred in Bitcoin. Now, what you have to do in this case is go up to the Trade tab and then go to Spot Trading. Then you click this tab up here. And if we type in Doge, we can see the various types of coins that we can trade for Doge. So you can see there's no US dollar trade for Doge. There's only 4 options. So you can either trade USDT, USDC, KCS, or BTC. So if you have any other coin, you're gonna have to trade that coin for something like USDT and then USDT to Doge. So how you can think of these is read it like I am trading Bitcoin for Doge. I am trading USDT for Doge. So the coin that you're trading it for is the first one. The coin that you already hold is the second one. So if you're holding Bitcoin, you would click this one, and then you would do the trade down here. If you're holding USDT, which is what I'm holding in this case, then you do Doge/USDT. And then I'm just gonna do a market order just for the sake of this video so we don't have to wait. And I'm going to do just over $100. And then you just click Buy Doge. And now the order is placed. You own that Doge. It's now in your trading account. So now in order to lend it, go back to the main page, go to your assets, into your trading account. Now you'll see your Dogecoin in this trading account, and then you click transfer, and you want to transfer it to your main account. You can only lend out coins that are in your main account. I'm just going to lend out the entire amount that I hold. Click confirm. And now it is in your main account. Now to lend it, you go up to Finance and Crypto Lending. Type in Doge. And then turn on Auto Lending. The reserve amount is how much you want left in your account. So if you want to just lend out all of it, then you just simply put in 0. This is how many days you want to lend this out for. Something important to note that with this site, people can return the money early, and most people seem to return it early. So whether you have 7 days, 14 days, 28 days, a lot of times it seems like people will hold it for 1 to 4 days and then return it. Of course, that's not always the case. They can hold it for 7, 14, 28. Typically, you earn a little bit more with 28 days, but not a whole lot. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to choose. Most people just do 7 days, but we're just going to leave them all on here. And then for the daily interest rate, we're just going to do the lowest interest rate that's listed on here. And what this system does is you can think of this as your minimum. It'll lend it out at that minimum, but if the current offer on this leaderboard on the side here is higher than your minimum, it'll actually lend it out for that higher rate, which is really exciting. And then you just hit Enable Auto Lend, confirm that you want to lend it, and you're good to go. You're now lending your Doge. Now you might be thinking, okay, 13% interest, what are the risks here? There's got to be some kind of risk. So let me explain how this works and how it really limits the risks. Of your lending profit, 15% gets taken away as a cut. 10% of that goes to an insurance fund, 5% goes to this exchange. So this exchange keeps 5% no matter what. 10% goes to an insurance fund in case the person that you're lending it to gets liquidated and doesn't have the funds covered. Now, this is pretty rare to happen. I have lent out a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars on this, and I've yet to have a settlement as a result of the insurance fund. So it kind of seems like the insurance fund should maybe be cheaper. I just haven't ran into the insurance fund actually being used yet. And this is because of the margin requirements of borrowers. It makes it so if there's a sharp drop in price, the borrower is going to be liquidated and you're going to be paid back in most cases. And if you're not, that's what the insurance fund is for. And then if you want to check out how your orders are doing, you can see the open order right here. This one lended out for an offer of 28 days. If you want to cancel it, you can just click cancel and it'll refresh it in just a minute or so. Unsettled is the lendings that are currently happening. Settled are the ones that have already been lent and then sent back to you. And order history are old orders that are being lent out. Now, typically stuff gets lent out very quickly, like within 5-10 minutes, it'll be completely lent out. I use this site to lend out various coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all sorts of stuff, and now a Doge, because now I own $100 worth of Doge. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope you can earn some extra cash on your Dogecoin holding. Make sure you use that link in the description. That way you can save some money on trading fees. There's also links down there for some free stocks. Make sure you join the Patreon. Do all the things. I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.